Wow!
Oh yeah, oh she's big. Oh Jesus. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm sure by now that you've figured out that I'm a big fan of reel-to-reel tape decks. This is a Sony TC-377. This one belonged to my daddy at one point. Wow. Give me this. Wow. I've just always really liked the mechanical nature of these machines. They're just cool. This one I think needs a motor capacitor because it plays slightly slow, and that seems to be the general consensus for these machines if they do that. Yeah. Oh, go back to your sad slumber until I get a chance to fix you, my little friend. Oh boy, here we go again. Why are they so heavy? Oh God. Deja vu, I've just been in this place before. Looky here. Ooh. Wow, and because I'm a teacher, I got it even cheaper, so I only paid $22 for this Sony TC-366. I just had like this hunch to go to the thrift stores one morning, and I ended up stumbling upon this in a pile of just random stuff. It wasn't even with the electronics, it was with like footballs and stuff. I was like, hot damn, here it is. I plugged it in. I realized that their little testing surge protector thing was off, so I turned that on, and then it made a noise, and that's as far as I went with it. And this used to be taped down, but it looked like somebody before me had ripped it out and tried to test this thing and probably did the same thing I did, and then, yeah. It also came with its stinky little manual. Ooh. So anyways, that's beside the point. Let's check it out. Now you're probably wondering what's different between the TC-366 and the 377, and it's really not much. Really, all they did was change some styling cues. They're pretty much the same machine, which is good for me because my plan is to get both of these machines running at some point and do Frippertronics. Wow, Frippertronics! Go check this video out, it's actually really fucking cool. Well, that's not what we're here for. We're here to see if this thing works. Now, because of previous experience, I've already ordered a belt kit for this thing, but we're gonna see how it does just for now. I want to change the belts out regardless because these Sonys seem to not do so well. Alright, it's plugged in. Let's see if any of the power lights work. So this is what I saw before, was none of the power lights came on, and that was kind of my first like, oh, huh. Because I figured, oh, maybe this thing is just stone dead. I would have bought it regardless, but it did make noise. You can hear the motor just barely. I mean, let's see what it does, honestly. Let's hit play. We're on 7.5 inches per second. Oh yeah, that belt is not a belt. You can see I can move the flywheel by hand, so that's not working. What about fast forward? It ain't setting any land speed records here. This thing really needs those new belts. So in the future, yeah, you can see the counter doesn't even move. Yeah, that's just what happens to these things. The belts perish. That's a great shot. The belts perish, and now you can see it. You can't even move itself. I'll tell you what, let's get some resistance off the tape path here. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go. There we go. That's a secret for you at home. If you have a deck like this that you've just bought and you're having a hard time getting the tape off of it because it won't rewind, take it out of the tape path and just do this. And right now I'm just holding the little tape is their arm up, and then as soon as the tape gets spooled out, I will do this. Bada boom! Wow! I guess because we can't really do much with it, let's just take a look at it. I'm glad it came with the little rubber reel holder things because that would have been miserable to try to scrounge up. It's got the, yeah, it's got the OG take-up reel, which is always fun. For vertical use only, because these machines, what they mean by that is if you look at the side of these machines, they're a little bit different than normal tape decks in that they're a wedge shape, meaning if you look at the back, there's feet. So you can actually flip the entire transport upside down and then set it flat, which I might end up doing if I start doing the Frippertronics thing because it just seems a little easier to line things up. This actually has a spool of Ampex tape. Just says tape number 1. I'll tell you what, we'll put this on my main deck and see if there's anything good on there, but we'll do that in a minute. I really do like these machines, that's why I was so stoked to find another one. They're just very simple looking, you can't go wrong with the styling on it. They're 3-speed, which is always really nice. Actually, you know, that would have been a way to test this. Yeah, that belt is donezo. Alright, let's just take a look around it. We can't really do much with it right now, but we'll do something with it later. Ooh, if you look in the scary crevice, you have a din, you've got your line in and out, and there's a ground hiding. Ooh. Then coming around to this side, you got your power cord. I believe this is one of those sockets that you pop out and that changes your power for whatever country you're in, if you're in Uganda or whatever. And there's nothing really around the back because, like I said before, this becomes the bottom if you decide to flip the transport. So there's just like a vent and some feet. Wow. And that's what it would look like if you set it down that way. Wow. Anyways, oh geez. Well, I guess because we can't test this thing right now, let's just put it back together and let's see what's on that tape. And then once those belts come in, we will commence operation make this play tapes again. I've always liked that these little covers just slide right off and on because sometimes you just need to do that. Take up reel, put your little friends on. You don't get to hold anything, you just get to go. Like I said, the other one has an issue, and I've kind of read about this, where the motor run capacitors on these kind of get weak over time, like all capacitors. And that'll cause these to play slightly slow, which is what my 377 is doing. So maybe down the road, I'll have to do a video of replacing the motor run caps on these things. Wow, that sounds so entertaining. But right now, I'm not worried about it. One thing at a time. All right, well, hopefully the next time you see this, we will be changing the belts and we'll give it a good scrub down because there's just a beautiful layer of filth all over this tape deck. There you go, friend. Get your smoked cover back on. Can you see me in it? Oh, you barely. Let's take this tape to my TIAC and see if it has any goodies on it. Whoa, it's handheld, so that means you get shaky cam. Whoa. All right, tape is threaded. Get ready for copyrighted music. And if there is copyrighted music, I'm gonna dub something over it, and you can pretend that's on the tape. Fast music. I'm not quite sure what this is. Oh, I need to fix this thing. Well, that's kind of a neat tape. I mean, I doubt I'd ever listen to it, but it's always cool to find people's home recordings of like records and whatever. Just mixtapes of days gone by. Wow. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in. Tune in next time when that one get new belt and clean. Yeah, yay.